Clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Oh yeah. There we go, guys. Play.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, no.
There was a nail biter. Stop.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is a special edition of the Divisional Round Playoffs on
Cowboys at Rams.
Coming up, we've got a good one on tap.
First
between the
time in a while
and the Los
I had a
Angeles
close
Rams.
game in week 1
I'll have
of the
scores
regular
around the league
season
for you at the hat. But it's time
in Los
for a little
Angeles.
football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team.
Let's see what happens this game.
And Charles Davis.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the city.
Get fired up, LA.
Los Angeles, California. Ahead will decide the
Let's just
second
not
entrant to next week's NFC title
break the
game
San
as we
Andreas
get a
fault
great
today.
store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Rams. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
We had a final score by 30-29 in Seattle yesterday against the Los Angeles Rams. That was the final.
Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. As we get a peek at their dynamic signal caller hailing from Mississippi State, it's Dak Prescott.
Hopefully I don't regret this. Alright. Ooh, I'm already kind of liking it.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott.
Fuck.
Throw left side
First
complete.
play.
That's McKenzie. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense.
Traitor.
And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
Oh, come
Throw
on.
first down there, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Seth DeVal, and that'll bring up second down. And on this offensive unit, your thoughts on Travis Frederick?
He's a quarterback's best friend. Sets all the line calls and blocks so aggressively.
We win. We face Seattle. We lose. They face Seattle.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Prescott.
Oh, shit. I still could have had a sack.
Got his man there complete to Gallup. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 35.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And
Not today, dude. Not today.
On the play back at the 37-yard
That's not right
line.
now.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case. That play got bottled up.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss.
I wanted to stun him again, but shit, he got through.
Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
A first down carry by Elliott.
Wow, they are blocking for day 6.
End zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2.
Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on. Come on.
10.
Tie game.
That kick return TD is 98 yards in length as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Let's go.
Well, there you go. They gave up a score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
We are tied in LA.
Is good, and we are tied at 7. What an explosive kickoff return from the 2 all the way to the end zone. A 98-yard return for 6.
We had a 101-yard return with McCaffrey early in the year.
7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Elliott. 12 yards there.
Not again, dude.
Down.
Not again.
Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The starters on defense here for Los Angeles.
Name that rolls off the tongue quickly, but it should. He's one of the best cover corners in the league.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try to throw now. Prescott.
Oh, shit.
This is Reese on the
Thank you, Harris.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I don't think I want that one. Fuck.
This is Elliott.
Never mind.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hold up.
Prescott down. Oh, Prescott stripped. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20.
Touchdown, LA.
Rams touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Luke Kuechly with his assist.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
And for that play, I didn't really change anything.
So not only the cough up, but then the pickup
kept
on
the
the
play
other
the same,
side,
just
the
changed
scoop,
the
and
coverage.
the score the other way. The fumble
And then,
return
boom.
for a touchdown.
14-7.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Cowboys. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Prescott. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
They had 2 tight ends in the formation on that one. It looked to me like he had his pick of receivers downfield.
I think he was just planning on going over the middle. That's what he did.
Picked up 1st down, too.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side.
But have I been on offense yet?
No.
Nope.
He works it past the 50. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down.
Not been on offense
Today's football,
yet.
where receivers break tackles, make people
Go up,
miss,
go up, go up.
get upfield for the extra yardage. When you see a play like that, where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Pass on target, Prescott to Cooper. His first catch of the divisional round goes for a 1st down. He had 5 catches last week in their wild card win.
Just let it go. Let it go.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
Kind of in a learning process right now. I've not used this Cowboys playbook at all.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here. A very eventful divisional round weekend. Prescott's throw going to be caught by Gallup. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Third and short yardage, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17.
All right, let me go on offense.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a former Pro Bowl quarterback out of the University of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
Matthew Stafford is a big-arm guy who's learned how to temper some of his throws. Actually has added a lot more touch and accuracy as his career has gone along. Big-time confidence in his arm, though. Any throw you want, he can make it.
Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
My first drive.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 10-year vet host, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much.
Cowboys 8 of the fucking first half.
On this divisional round weekend. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's NFC divisional round game. And it's the Seattle Seahawks who are moving on to the next round as they defeat the New York Giants. Meanwhile, in our game, we're set up for a terrific second half. So to find out who will advance to the NFC title game, let's send it back out to Brandon Gott.
I hope Dak Prescott doesn't get hurt. Oh, wait, turned off injuries.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This one taken from the 7. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
Yeah, second drive of the game.
Because now I think they go a little bit deeper.
Marquise Hollywood Brown, you can kiss his ass goodbye.
Touchdown, LA! Marquise Brown, 61 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
McManus now for the extra point.
Seattle without a...
And the lead is up to 14.
Upset alert. You guys are next.
And they're able to get the connection on the long touchdown.
If there is an upset alert,
and that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see.
Seattle,
one play, touchdown.
you're going to be seeing the Cowboys.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone
It's
for a
two-score
touchback.
possession now.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you
Not
mentioned,
today,
they're down
Elliot.
a
At
little
least
bit
not
bigger,
that
but no
boy.
time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing, and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Prescott. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target.
Run
and that
the
takes us from
ball.
2nd to 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Prescott.
Got so much time open to hurt
He's
me.
able to hook up with Michael Gallup.
He only goes short.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
It's his third
Partner, this is one of the
interception in
best
game so
routes
far.
anyone can have in their offensive playbook. tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. Have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now.
Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. Past the 20. 10. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, LA.
So who came with the assist?
There by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause.
Luke Kuechly on the assist. Man, he's been everywhere today.
Now McManus for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
Luke Kuechly and Melvin
So here's
Ingram.
the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players.
Y'all shouldn't be running the ball. Luke Kuechly is going to dominate the running game.
300 yards on the night. Later ended up in the NFL. If you've got a talented back, give it back to him.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Prescott toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
That happens a lot to my quarterbacks. Don't worry about it.
Throw so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them. And not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle,
yeah, so much time. It only hurt me short.
To dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
This is taken at the 15. Breaks the tackle, now Allen. He won't go down. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards.
This is why we signed him.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to throw.
Marquise Hollywood Brown kisses ass goodbye again.
Hollywood, Marquise Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
So, my man,
2
another
quick
touchdown. They're looking
offensive
like the
drives.
#1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty
3 if
dominant
you count
right
the field
We
goal.
knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to
The
have to
Cowboys
come in
have
here
been
and beat
eating
these guys.
up
Good luck.
this
I
whole
don't think it's
entire
happening this
game.
weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And
So
for
I've been
anyone
beating
else out
them
there,
with
bring
my
your game.
defense.
Buyer beware. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. 1 play, long touchdown pass into the end zone. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more
Anyone open?
in their head. And what I mean by that
Technically
is
not.
just what you said.
So
You're going
you
over the
throw it
changes. I bet
incomplete.
they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this
That's not going to
point.
help you.
They'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Don't play it short. Don't play it safe. Throw it deep. Throw it deep. You have time. You have time. You just got sacked.
Down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Los Angeles. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
You're right. We did this with a lot of injury-plagued players.
That will extend this big lead. So
and we found
5 plays.
a way.
It's Mark Ingram who caps it off with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Next man up is what they always say.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And on the last go around,
why haven't you done much with the scoreboard?
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end could be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throwing. Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
All right, well, Seattle, you're next.
Prescott yet again. A dump off to Elliott. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
A first down throw for Prescott. And his throw here is incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
That is caught at the 7. And able to get him down, but he does
now they're
reach
over
the
200.
5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and
remind myself, they actually have a
score
kicker that can
touchdown.
actually kick. So
Extra point right down the middle. And
Oh,
that
well.
will shave one more off this lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. This is
I've been
taken
hurting
at the
this
3.
Dallas Cowboys team. There's so many
Nifty
weapons.
juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Stafford. Thomas has got it. Complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Stafford going to come up first and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Here's Stafford. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people
Seattle,
watching the body
let's go.
language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Rams are victorious here as we say so long from Exposition Park in L.A.
dash. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate, I'm cocky. I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man up, man, oh, there with the